Welcome to the film room. It's another episode, but we're going to do something a little different. Okay, we're going to focus on this workout by Darryn Peterson, like an elite pro level workout. I really think that this is an important video for you as an athlete and a trainer to watch, simply because it's more than just skills development, right? We're training your mind, we're training discipline, we're training proper work ethic, right? So as we watch this video, just notice that, okay? This is Darryn Peterson's session. Like, it's not flashy, it's discipline. Okay. And that's the huge difference. We're talking about precision over flash, game speed warm-up philosophy, mechanics under fatigue, mental resilience. Okay. So if you're watching this, please take note. And not only just the skills, because I know when we watch workouts online, we just look at the moves, we look at the drills, but let's watch the little details and the habits that really set Darryn Peterson apart from the rest of the draft. Okay, so let's get into it, man. And let me know who y'all think this trainer is. I need his name.
In and out, skip up, in and out. Good, just get warm. Precision pickups every time. One, good.
He's already talking about precision,
there
right?
There you go. You're moving the ball way better than the other day. Good job. Move the ball. Come on. Big shake all the way to this leg. Yes, skip. Now, good. Really good start. Hey, let's go. Left hand dribbles now. Right hand floater. Skip. Big. Great steps. Left hand drive, right hand floater. Come on, listen.
Okay, so like a couple things just there right off the bat. We're working on straight precision, okay? And I think this trainer here, he does a great job at just communicating like what looks right. You know, those just little details that help Darryn Peterson, understand that he's doing it the right way, right? There's no wasted movement. We're talking about short dribbles, tight pickups, no dramatic gathers. We're talking about like the #1 pick in the draft, in this upcoming draft, right? We're not doing all these crazy moves, okay? And from an athlete perspective, like this reduces turnover risk. It's going to keep the ball protected. It's going to make footwork predictable in a very good way, right? And it's going to create balance in your shots. As a trainer, if you allow sloppy footwork in workouts, you build sloppy habits, okay? And you have to communicate that. Structure creates repeatability, okay? And then another thing that he does great is just the correction, right? He's not yelling. He's not degrading. He's saying, hey, like that was a poor rep. Okay, let's fix it. Move on to the next rep and fix it. We're not stopping and trying to over-explain anything. It's all natural, right? And that's the best way to work out.
Lock in today. Be a great
Lock in.
listener. Come on.
You got to lock in. Be a good listener. Like that has nothing to do with dribbling the basketball, being a good listener. But we're talking about someone who is training a future NBA star to be a good listener. That's at all levels. And you guys got to understand, as athletes, it's like, if you want to improve in this game, you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to see another perspective of the game, or else you're just going to be so confined in what you think is elite. Okay. You have to be an open book.
Great pound. That's the force you got to play with all day. Pop, pop, pop.
Great pound.
Really come
it's
on.
just those cues.
Great handle. 2 free throws. Good. Just 2 of them. We're going to build off this now.
2 free throws. You got to shoot under fatigue.
1 skip, 2 glides. To a push cross. Come on, move. In and out, skip. Now glide, push cross. Precision. Great landing.
Simple.
Good job. That
Super simple.
Look phenomenal, DP. It's got to be like that all day now. Come on, hard. Glide. Big. Change. A little higher next time. Higher. Full extension.
Like it.
One more.
Just simple
One
corrections.
more.
Simple corrections.
Big. Buy him. See the difference how you're letting it go? That's awesome. Come on, another one.
Look at that. I think that's another great just moment in the training, is like letting the player know that he is doing great, right? You see that extension, you see how much easier it is, right? And then imagine when there's a defender in front of you, that extension is going to allow you to get the shot off over a 7-foot center, a 7'2" center, right? Details, right? These are the details that you have to think about in your workout. You got to stop going to the gym and just putting shots up. Okay. Think about these scenarios. Think about these situations. Like, what will you go through in a game, rather than just going out there and trying to work on like a 5-move combo and throwing shots up, right? That's doing nothing for you.
Glide, beat him. Good. So, hey, you've been screwing that up, though. How do we fix, where do we fix this? Yeah, yes, you get another dribble, but how do we fix this late?
It's problem solving. Just as like, this is another
Right?
intangible.
Shorter dribble, shorter steps there. Now we're in stride, right? Have way better stride length all the way up here. You don't, nope, one dribble. Nope, one dribble.
Look,
why are
dude,
we taking that extra dribble? But also, we want to be able to absorb contact, right? Or take a bump or play through physicality. So that bump, then we're organized and coming straight up, straight through, right?
That's
We're
awesome.
not just playing off athleticism.
Challenge your athletes. As a trainer, you absolutely have to be challenging your athletes, okay? Stop giving them the answers. Help them flex their brain. This is the biggest muscle in your body, your brain, right? You need to help them think about the game more clearly rather than just giving them the answer. Challenge them. Ask them a question. How can we fix this? How can we improve this? Right? I thought that was awesome.
Difference how you're letting it go. That's awesome. Come on, another one. Other side. 3, skip. Now glide. Glide. Beat him. Good. So, hey, you've been screwing that up, though. How do we fix it? Where do we fix this?
You identify that there's an issue here, and then you challenge them to ask, like, what can you do better in this situation rather than you need to do this, this, and that. Let your athletes think about it, right? And then in game, when they're in that moment, like their brain has already gone through the process of figuring out this problem, figuring out the solution, right? At the end of the day, it's like your trainer, your teacher's not going to go into a test with you, right? You have to equip your players with the tools necessary to figure it out on their own, okay? Stop giving them the answers.
You see how you took a shorter, sharper dribble there, and it fixes your feet there. Come on.
And then he validates it, right? He explains it like, this is why it works. Look.
DP, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty
and then he's telling him like, hey, like that's how you do it. That's pretty damn good. That's just awesome feedback.
Now turn. Play through the mistake next time. We ain't starting over. Play through the mistake. Come on. Everyone else wants to stop with mistakes. You don't. Play through them. Go. Snatch. Nice job. Hey, but here's the deal. Your warm-up is not a warm-up. You're sweating right now. It's full speed. That's what we're trying to get you ready for. Give me that ball.
Yep.
So right here. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to make 2 each spot.
We'll start with what we just saw here, right? Apparently, this is just his warm-up. You have elite level athletes in the NBA like doing this as their full workout, which is I mean, this is a great warm-up, right? But that's the level of intensity that you need to have when you're practicing, when you're training. We preach, practicing real live basketball, stuff that's translatable to when you get on the court for a live game, right? It helps you get your body ready. It helps you, activate your heart rate, controlled burst, things like that. It becomes second nature, really. So if your first sprint of the day happens in the game, you're already going to be behind. And so when we talk about like this perspective of performance, right, you want to make sure that your nervous system is primed, game speed simulation, mental switch flipped early. And that's that preparation mindset. And another thing that I really want to talk about is like when you make a mistake, okay? This is one of those 3 archetypes that I talk about. That time traveler mindset, right, is like when you make a mistake, you get stuck on that mistake and you start thinking about it way too much. The trainer here, he's like, we don't care about that. We play through our mistakes, okay? We're not here to start all over, because when you get in the game and you make a mistake, there's no time to start all over, right? You push through and move on to that next rep. You move on to that next possession. And I think that's an amazing point, right? And as a trainer, that's something that you need to plug into your programming, okay? Stop making these kids reset and start all over. Let them finish, right? You need to teach these kids how to finish through anything that they do.
So first one is just rip one dribble, boom, there. The second one you got to make is punch to an escape. What I want to see today though is no BS, none of this grab,
no BS.
We ain't doing that stuff. Everyone wants these great moves, and it looks good on freaking Instagram or what. You got to do it with precision though. You got me?
He just said everybody wants these great, crazy moves that you can put on Instagram, but we got to do it with precision. We're talking about Darryn Peterson, future NBA star. Like, that's what he's being told right now. We don't care about all that flashy stuff, all that Instagram stuff, right? We're here to work on the details, to be precise, so we can really play ball, right? I really don't know how else to like show you that, like, this is the way you need to be training. Worry about the details of your game. We're not worried about flash here. Like, we just don't care about that.
Good. Short steps, hard burst. Beat him, beat him, beat him. Tough.
This is a real workout right here.
Phenomenal today. Really good. You got to be this locked in every single time. Go.
Every single time.
Really good. Come on, go. Woo! Shooter. Come on. 8 in a row. Let's go. 6 in a row. 8 here.
Dude, this is getting me excited, right? This is like.
Nice. Stay up a little bit, right? Because we're going right here. Yep. To the baseline. Go. Great. Hey, your rip and your precision's great. Step back instead, because we have no space, right? Step back instead. Go. 10 in a row. Great
Precision,
job.
right? Every little detail, just focusing on every little detail, because at that elite level,
because their workout,
it matters.
Like guys like you, you're freaking warm up. Yeah. Do you got me? Come on. Right hand, go. Good.
This dude is way above it, right? Both these cats, the trainer and Darryn Peterson.
See it go in front of you a little bit. Shoot it, rip it, skate. Phenomenal footwork. Way to shoot that thing. Let's go. Come on, killer. Come on. Up. Bang. Good. There you go. Rip it. Good. One more. Track right away. Don't miss 2 in a row. Go. Escape. Next one's in. We ain't missing 2 in a row. Arms got to move through, DP. Hard. Punch.
Getting technical. We're getting tactical, man.
Miss. But that should have been the first adjustment, right? And then you make the next one. Come on, go. Go. But two, I love it because you're not afraid to fail. 17 in a row, then a whole bunch of bad misses, or not even bad ones, but a whole bunch of misses. Figure it out. One dribble. One. Go.
Not afraid to fail, right? You can't be afraid to fail. That's the only way that you would improve in this game, in life in general. If you go your whole life without going through any type of adversity, like it's going to be very hard for you when you get to a certain level, and you're going to be stuck. Like you're going to be like, what the hell do I do? Okay. So push yourself physically, push yourself mentally, and failure is good, right? Failure is great because it gives you feedback, and then you can sit down and reflect and think about like, okay, what got me to this point? Okay. You figure out what's going on, and then you do all the detailed work. You get precise, right? You get tactical, you get surgical, and you really refine, your movements, your footwork, your shooting mechanics, the ability to read certain things, right? How does your defense react? What do you do off of that? Okay. What are your teammates doing in certain situations? That's like, that's just being super, super critical. Okay. The only way you're able to do that is not being afraid to fail. Okay. And like very few trainers or coaches that I've seen or, have been around say stuff like this. I'm just saying.
Here we go. One more above the rim. That's where you hit a game winner the other day. Perfect.
Yep.
No legs. First one, 2 in a row. First one. Way to be locked in. There we go. Step back. And you, like you're freaking, these dudes have been there for a while, right? Like I'm talking NBA dudes have been there for a while. But man, when you get there, that's why I said can't miss 2 in a row. Usually you make that next one, what happens?
What you mean? If I miss one, to make the next one?
Yeah, what happens? Make another one after that. Make another. You say, but then all of a sudden we miss like 7 of 9. I love that you don't flinch. I love that you like work through it, right? But that's a great mentality. But you gotta get to the point where like, next one's in.
Yep.
Or like you said, 3 in a row.
That next play mentality, man.
So 2 minutes. Ready when
We
you're ready.
don't care. We don't care.
Good. Come on, pace. Plenty of time. Get hot. Good. I love how you're sitting down. Love how you're sitting down.
Feedback. Good feedback.
Good. Plenty of time. Great start. 30 seconds.
This makes me want to go to the gym right now, man. I'm 33 years old, but I feel like I can go to the gym and do something like this. Maybe I got to start some kind of adults-only, like elite training. Old heads who think they still got it. You know what I'm saying? I think that was amazing, dude. I hope you guys really understand like just the level of precision within that type of workout, the level of like mental resilience training that was going on, right? Like just the way he communicates to Peterson, right? Don't flinch after a miss. We keep shooting. Move on to that next shot. Move on to that next rep. Make 2 in a row after a miss, right? We don't care about that miss anymore. When I watch a lot of these young players play, like they make one mistake or one, miss shot, and then their emotional level starts to spike and they start to spiral out of the game. We have to learn how to calibrate ourselves. Okay. We don't, again, we're not worried about what just happened. Have that next play mentality. And then once you start to hesitate, you're going to have a slower release, then you're going to get blocked. Okay. Or you're going to start like thinking too much about a certain decision, right? You don't know if you're going to shoot or put the ball on the floor or pass right, and then you're going to turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? These drills, right? They're great drills, simple, effective, but we also need to talk about like just that emotional neutrality, right? Being neutral, right? Staying composed, when things aren't going your way. Okay. What I love about the trainer is like he provides immediate correction, right? We're not gonna wait till after this set to talk about it. I'm gonna correct you, right? We're not gonna stop play. We're not gonna stop this drill. Keep going, but let's talk about it, right? Let's think about it. Have that confidence reset. Okay. You're not just training shots, right? You're training your response, to the things that you go through. From a trainer perspective, okay, I think the biggest things that you can take away from this video through this workout is just accountability, right? Immediate feedback, no wasted reps, clear expectation, and just building that foundation, having a structure into these types of workout, because that's the biggest way that you can give these kids an opportunity to excel, right, in their next competition or at the next level. Challenge them, continue to challenge them, force them to think about certain situations, force them to think about solutions to, the adversity they go through or the problems that they need to solve. Again, it's like, you're not going to be there for their test, right? You're the teacher. You can't answer the questions for them when it comes to test time, right? So you got to equip them with the tools necessary to overcome all these obstacles. Make sure you integrate purposeful repetition, right? We're not wasting a single rep, and that's true development. Now, from an athlete perspective, I hope that you just saw this environment of like an elite level workout. We're talking about attention to detail, playing through contact, locking in under fatigue, competing with yourself, staying true to the mechanics and what you know best, right? High-level players don't chase highlight workouts. We don't care about that stuff, okay? They chase efficiency, right? And the big thing here about this whole video was like the difference between elite and average, it's not talent, okay? It's not. It's really not. Talent is it's fairly consistent across the board when you look at just college basketball, right? But it's how seriously you take this small detail. It's how you flex your brain. It's how you process things. Your athleticism is going to take you above, but if you can just find that flow state of like being able to, work on those little things, take criticism, and then just do that over and over and over again, man, your ceiling is going to be super high. Okay. This workout isn't impressive because of the moves. Not at all. Again, very simple. It's impressive because of the discipline, right? So if you want to level up, you have to stop asking how many shots that you got up, because it really does not matter. Start asking how many clean, repeatable, disciplined reps you built.